All right. So today is October 23rd, 2024. And I'm not even gonna lie. I really don't know what's going on. Um I can start good and end bad. And I think it's just too much information at one time that I'm trying to like um digest. And I think seeing the charts here, the charts there, all the thing that's moving that I want to work on keeping things simple. Like today, um, I took a few trades, and then there was a long possibility. I think it was right here that I missed out on. And after I missed out on that one, I had some issues with just that. Ended up giving back a lot, and then I was able to catch this all the way down to here. But prior to that, I fucked up this entire session right here. Anywhere between this area, I just fucked up. I just messed up badly, right? I have no idea what trades I was taking, where I was taking them, how I was like. This is all losses, and then this dynamic trade here. As you can see, it's uh, it's horrible. All right, I went long here, long here, long here. These two together, long, short, 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 and then dicking around at the end. At 54, I shouldn't even be taking the trade at this time. Right? I was able to make up most of the loss here, be down just minus $50, but I ended up, losing that extra 35, put me down 89 for the day. So this is the good trade. I wanted this one to go a little further, but I exit the trade early just to walk away from the screen. It's a lot of bullshit, right? I really want to just keep the trades simple. And I think for me, as my personality, that I like to do a lot of multiple different things that every little price action and move catches my attention right away, and I just jump at anything that's reacting or moving, changing and modifying. So I'm not even gonna go over all of these trades because they were all, in a sense, they were all bad. Um, None of them had reasons for entry. Um, this one had a reason for entry down here. I missed out on that one. On this one here, I did see that one, but I was speculating that what is it gonna work out because well, I got burnt with this one. Then I realized that oh, we're holding this, so yeah, maybe it'll work out. It worked out. Didn't take it. And this is at 10:20. So where's 10:20? So after taking these two losses back to back, I didn't take that trade until 10:57. And 10:57 is around here. I think this is where I tried to go long again, and I got fucked over. All right, and then I tried to go at 10:57, and then try to go long 11:03, then 11:18. I try to go short. 11 was it was 11:18, right? 11:18. I try to go short at the extremes, right? Not waiting for price to pull back up. Got fucked over, right? This destroyed me, and then I got messed up. I got messed up right here, right? So, um, I want to keep it simple. So I was debating on what to do. I'm gonna work on just reducing so much information on the charts, getting going back to getting rid of everything because I don't do well with. I thought I was gonna do well with this, but I ended up doing worse. Right? I ended up doing worse. Right? Like I thought I'll do well with waiting for the confluence with NQ, which we did get here. We got that. Right? We got this. Right? Pretty simple, but I think it's just too much information for me to take in, and I'm just not doing well because this one worked out. This one worked out perfectly. I was waiting for ES to come down a little lower, but this one worked out. Price was bouncing, and I could have just taken this trade. We got above this one, stop loss there, and ride it back up to VWAP, right? And Q was holding the prior day low, ride it back up, right? Just like that. But I didn't take it. I looked at it and just looked, and then price worked. right? This would have been a good trade, and now that probably would have made up um, the losses for the day on two micros, $5 each. 10 points is 50. Another 50. Uh, so that's 100, about 120. So yeah, that would have made up these two losses right here. It would have been 120. All right, as long as I took the exit out here and not down here when it comes back, that would have been 120. That would have made up this $70 loss. All right, and it would have been positive. Um, Waiting for this setup midday, right? I saw this one because, well, I think on the 1 minute we had ended up with a just a speck like a crosshair, and probably just sold off. And after that, it kept selling off. Took that trade. But it's just so much information that I want to reduce all. This is just too much on my screen. So I'm going to and also I need to walk away by midday. I really do. I need to walk away by the time it says 11:58. I need to get away from the screen. Even though this midday one made up most of the loss, I just need to walk away from the screen. So I'm gonna work on just having a simple setup, something like this, with the 5 minute. Why is it showing? Okay, this one I said don't show this. So something like this with the 5 minute on the side like that. All right, and that's it. So wake up in the morning, look for anything that looks good, look at the volume, look for anything that sticks out on the 30 minute, and then look for how the 5 minute can bounce off of any of those areas. And then just walk away. I think I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna change these colors between um gray and white or something like that. So that way the red doesn't spike at me too much. Right? I'm okay with them just being different colors, I can tell, but I really want to just keep it vanilla, really simple. So, and just see how I um, work with that. Um, and just see how I work with that. Even just because there's so much colors going on the screen that I really can't tell what in the blue blazes I'm looking at. That's really it. I really can't tell what I'm looking at. Um, right? Um, or something like this. All right, looking for these whites. I think that'll work. All right. I think that might work. And I can really easily distinguish what's going on. Let's go back to this. Okay. All right. Unless you didn't have any. Yeah. So keeping it simple like that. And then these can stay with the colors. Right. And I can also do the same thing with that. I know white means up and green and black and dark colors means low. So I'll do the same thing with this one here. Um, all right. That way, hopefully my eyes don't get too caught up. I just need to make sure that this doesn't. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Just keep it very simple. I don't want to like stress myself out with all the stuff that's going on the screens. 30-minute candles are pretty much good to go. I have other colors up and stuff. I'm gonna keep my VWAP um, on the screen. That way I know which direction we're going. And then just take a whole new approach to this whole thing called trading. Um, as you can see here, we had a drop. Price came back down, touched the VWAP, and it's okay to add VWAP on this one too, right? And yeah, so that's gonna be my approach. It came back to that, broke right through it. So, so if I was to mark this up, all right, and I don't mind using the same concepts of looking for the high volume area, but first I'm gonna look for um, these areas here. All right, I want to keep it like this. Like, okay, this is an order block. Price drop right down. We're in the selling range. This is selling. This order block is here. So I like to see price reject this area. All right, bring this down to 30. That. All right, I want to see price reject this area. Kind of like what it's somewhat doing now. All right, we were selling off, so I'm looking at the side here. I like this area here. We did retest it. I like to see price reject this. This is a candle that's different. All right, boom. All right, we have volume in that candle. We also have volume in this candle right here that engulfed, but we're gonna leave that the way it is. Um, that one is not really a true order block. It's like just holding. We had a doji here. Okay, now buying wise, I don't really have anything here, but it's something I could look at. But I could look for an order block inside of that on the 5 minute. All right, and we'll probably find that. We had an order block here, and that caused that. All right, so this could be an area of interest on the 5 minute. All right, let's look at this order block in here. This one right here. This is where I would want price to come down to. I would want price to come down to this. I'll go up to this. All right, and I'm already feeling calm as it is. I just gotta just keep it as that. Here, I don't really have an order block. All right, here I do. All right, so I like to see price come up, either reject or break apart, break above, and test. That's pretty much it. All right, do we have volume there? We do. Do we have volume here? We do, but you know, this area is more important because it's a 30 minute. I don't have anything here. So let's go back to the 30 minutes. And let me mark down here as a 5 minute. All right, so, and basically just going with the trend. So the trend is down, it's that. And then we'll look at the volume, see what volume does when we get into those areas. So here we had buying that wasn't working out. We sold, try to buy, we sold. All right, and we're basically selling off. All right, so probably could have been short. We did come to this area here that I had marked, but all this is chop zone. There's no order blocks here. All right, I don't see any order blocks. Just a lot of hammers. If I go on 5 minute, I will mark my order blocks. I have one here, here. I have that, and that's it. That's the only order block that I have. All right, that's the order block that I have right here. So if we go back to the charts itself on a 5 minute, how did price react around this area? All right, and I want to just keep it as simple as vanilla as that. So how did price react around this area? So we got here, right? And this is where at buying I just talked about, we bought up, right? We bought up, can't hit VWAP, and then we broke down, right? So, but we're in a downtrend the whole time. So I have to say that, well, we do need to really break apart, break above, and then show buying. We don't have buying here. This is still dead. All right. So there's nothing here. Right? We hit VWAP and we crashed. Okay. So look for shorts. What do we have? We have a short right here. Selling, selling, and selling. Okay. So we enter this one here. Looking for it to break through. And it does. All right. So keeping it simple. All my levels come from Hikinashi and order blocks. I'm not going to too much focus on the volume areas as much unless I'm looking at the 5 minute. So right now, looking for rejecting here, looking for probably a retest at this level here and then here. That's basically it for me for tomorrow. I'm going to mark the highs and the lows because those are always working. Those always work. So I'll mark the high. Mark the low. And I'll mark the settlement price, which has not been decided yet. So no settlement price. So I'll just set a price in the morning. And then I may do this with NQ also, but just keeping it simple. Um, and then I just keep NQ's 5 minute up while and NQ's 30 minute. Maybe I don't know. Maybe that might be too much. I might just focus on just ES. Really just watch and really take notes of am I entering at those locations? Am I using the wicks as rejection for my entries? All right. Um, what am I doing to help me with my trades? And pretty much it. All right. Am I using wicks? What am I using for my entries? Things like that. Because I don't think I do any of those. I don't do any of those. I'm just basically don't know when to sell trades with the buy button, when to press the sell button. I'm basically just entering the trades. So that's it for me today. Um, working on keeping it simple. See, like I said, we're coming up here. We're gonna keeping it simple.